Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are fine. Welcome to the online class. It is the revision class. The contents is question answers plus book exercises of Unit 6. Okay, so Unit 6 is about the materials. So materials is everything. Everything around us is made up of different materials. हमारे इर्द गिर्द जितनी भी चीज़ें हैं which we are using in our daily life, they are made up of different materials, right? So the different types of materials are, the objects around you are made up of many different materials. Okay, so these are the different types of materials like wood, glass, metal, plastic, fabric, paper, rubber, etc. Now come to the properties of materials. So properties mean खसूसियात, किसी भी चीज़ की खसूसियत, that is called the properties of that material. Clear? Like hard, soft, flexible, etc. Wood is hard. This hardness of wood is called its property. Similarly, plastic is waterproof, fabric and rubber are flexible, and the metal are strong. So these are the properties of materials. Properties of materials help us to know why different objects are made from certain materials. So we have the transparent materials, and it is the property of glass. Okay, so glass is a transparent materials because it allow the whole light to pass through them. Okay, when light pass straight to a material, that material is called transparent, and we can see everything completely through them. Clear? So transparent materials are those materials which allow whole light to pass through them, and this is the properties of material. Opaque material do not allow any light to pass through them. All light that comes into contact with an opaque material is either reflected or absorbed. So those materials which do not allow light to pass through them is called the opaque materials. The next property of material is waterproof and absorbent. So waterproof materials do not suck up water. You can see the examples in this picture, that umbrella, ball, gloves, water bottle, these are the made from plastic, and plastic is a waterproof material, okay, because they do not absorb the water. Next is the absorbent materials, जिसमें हमारे पास है क्लॉथ्स की एग्जांपल है, पेपर बैग, sponge, they absorb the water, so they are called the absorbent material. Examples of magnetic material. Magnetic material, it is also a property of material. So the materials which attract the magnet is called the magnetic materials. वो चीज़ें जो मैग्नेट को अट्रैक्ट करें, मैग्नेट के साथ चिपक जाएं, that is called the magnetic materials. The materials which do not attract the magnet is called the non-magnetic materials. Okay, so examples are paper, glass, plastic, rubber, wood. So the next property of material is flexible and rigid material. So flexible materials are easily to bend, and rigid materials cannot be bent easily. Clear? So जिसमें हमारे पास है leather, rubber, wire, they are flexible material because it can easily to bend, okay, and they can also change the shape. When materials cannot change shape, like they are strong, so they are called the rigid material. Soft, next the property of material is soft and hard materials. Clear? Strong and hard materials like rock and stones are difficult to scratch or break, so that's why they are the hard materials. Next property of materials is insulators and conductors. So first come to the insulators. Insulators are those materials which does not allow electric current to pass through them. जिसमें हमारे पास है एग्जांपल वायर के ऊपर प्लास्टिक कोटिंग होती है जिसकी वजह से इलेक्ट्रिक करंट जो है वो उसको अलाउ नहीं करता. So that's why this plastic is the insulator. Okay, the material which do not allow the electric current, they are called the plastic. They are called the insulator. जिसमें हमारे पास है rubber and plastic की example. Next is the conductors. So materials which allow heat and electric current to pass through it is called the conductors. ठीक है, जिसमें हमारे पास एग्जांपल है ऑल द किचन कटलरी सेट जितने भी होते हैं जिसमें कुकिंग विच इज़ यूज फॉर द कुकिंग फूड. सो दे आर कॉल्ड द कंडक्टर्स बिकॉज इट अलाउ द हीट. Okay, conductors, any material that allow electric current to pass through it is called the conductors. आपने wire देखी होगी that inside the wire there is the copper wire are present which allow the electric current to pass through it. That's why this is called the conductor. So in this picture you can see the examples of conductor and insulator. So conductors are steel and iron and the insulators are rubber and wool. Okay. So I have summarized this unit for you, and the homework is learn question answers plus book exercises of unit 6. Now come to the book exercises. First one question is choose the correct answer. Which of these is not a natural resource? So the natural resource are building. Okay, so which is because it is not a natural resource. Glass is made from the sand. Plastic is made from oil. And which of the next one is which of the following is magnetic? I already told that the materials which attract the magnet is called the magnetic material. तो इसमें हमारे पास example है iron की because it attract the magnet. Which of these is not waterproof? So cotton fibers which is attract the it absorb the water, so they are the it is not a waterproof. Okay, I will share these pictures so you will retally the this exercises with your book. Okay, now come to the questions answers. That first question is what are transparent materials? So transparent materials, the materials which allow whole light to pass through them is called the transparent materials. Okay, so you can also write this answer like this, that the objects which allow light to pass through them is called the transparent materials. So we already done these questions in notebook. Okay. Next is the what are opaque materials? The materials which do not allow light to pass through it is called the opaque materials. What are rigid materials? The materials which cannot be bent easily is called the rigid materials. जो easily bent नहीं होते, they are called the rigid materials. What is paper made of? Paper is made from wood fiber. Clear? Paper is made from wood fiber. Question number 5 is what are useful important natural resources? So the important natural resources are air, water, land, forest, plants, animals, soil. The next one is the what are insulators? So insulators are those materials which do not allow heat and electricity to pass through them is called the insulator. Insulators हमारे पास वो material है जो heat और electric current को allow नहीं करता, ठीक है, जिसमें से heat और electricity pass नहीं होती, that is called the insulators. Clear? So the explanation of question answers, the reason of explanation of question answer is that you can easily learn these answer. Okay, so this I hope you have learned, you have easily understand this topic very well. So take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.